Hi, you guys. Welcome. So, if we haven't met, I am Connie. I am a blogger. I am a virtual assistant. I love helping bloggers and I love teaching. So, anyway, I am super glad that you are here. And I'm super excited that you are wondering, like, how do I create a blog? So, let me tell you a little bit about my blogging journey. Um, I was kind of against it, quite frankly. Like I worked with bloggers, could see the potential of it, honestly, but I didn't quite. Like, you ever had that moment? You're like, okay, one, how do you do all of this? And quite frankly, I got into a lot of Facebook groups or a couple of Facebook groups, and it was like this secret. Like nobody wanted to say how you do it all. And I was like, and some of them were just like, they weren't making money, and I'm like, "Okay, there has because I see people making money, what's the deal?" So, I'm gonna show you just the basics of how to create the blog, okay? So we're gonna kinda get into the nitty-gritty, and then in the playlist, there is, different videos that's gonna help you get your WordPress set up. It's gonna help you kind of figure out emails, all of the things that have to be done, okay? Because it's not just simply grabbing your blog name and getting that and being like, "Oh, I'm done." There's quite a few steps, and so I do have a sheet that you can use that you can just check off and say, "Okay, I got all of this done." So just make sure that you grab that, okay? Um, so let's jump into this, okay? So the first thing I want to kind of just tell you, okay, don't blog to just blog. Okay, that to me is crazy. Why would you spend all of this time writing out blog posts, getting the pictures, putting it on Pinterest, putting it on social media, doing all the things, and you're not making any money at it? And it may not even be things that people are looking for. Okay, that's just crazy. Okay, so we're going to figure out first and foremost, what are you going to blog about? Okay, and I want to preference this, okay? Sometimes we can blog about things that people really aren't searching for. Okay, so you've got to kind of keep that in mind. I was working with a gal not long ago, and she was like, she wants to help women who have been sexually assaulted, which is amazing. Like, totally that. But her whole blog can't be about that. Okay, because there's just not the traffic, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to monetize, okay? So I want you to kind of put your thinking cap on, okay? And I've put in the list, okay, like what are the types of blogs? So let me tell you what gets the most traffic, okay? Because again, I believe that if you're gonna do this, you need to do it where you're making some money, honey. Okay, so first, the most monetized blog post, food. Is that surprising? Certainly. People are looking for recipes. They're looking for all kinds of recipes. Okay, all kinds of recipes. So that could be that maybe that's keto or sugar free or maybe you're using your air fryer or your instant pot or you're doing 30-minute meals, whatever that looks like. Okay, the blogs that get revenue the most have food posts on them. Okay, so I want you to put that in the back of your head. Okay, that's an easy way to make money with blogs. Okay, the second type is what they call lifestyle. Okay, so this could be you love fashion, so you know, show the latest fashion, you're a fashion blogger. It could deal with kids, it could deal with essential oils. Here's what I say about lifestyle blogs, okay? If you love a ton of different topics, okay, I am totally that way. I love cooking. I love my essential oils. I love helping people with their emotional health and talking about that. Okay, then a lifestyle blog is what you want to do. Okay, and they do really well on Google. Okay. The third type of blog that does really pretty well, okay, is travel. So that could be like places people can go. It could be places that you visited, okay? Again, though, you have to make sure that you're looking at those numbers, okay? Blogging's just math. And I used to say, like, I hate math. Now I love math because I can see the potential of it. Okay. So I want you to first decide, like, what type of blog am I going to have? Am I only going to do food? Am I going to do lifestyle and put travel and food and essential oils and all the different stuff in there? Awesome. Okay. Or are you going to do travel? Are you going to do arts and crafts? It can really be anything. You just want to know your numbers. Okay. Because I'm not trying to say, like, if you want to craft, craft. Okay. Just know, and I'm going to show you a really cool tool in a minute, just know that it may take you a little bit longer to be able to monetize that with ads on the side of your blog. Okay, so just know that. It's okay. Just know that. Okay. Okay, what's step number two? Step number two is you got to go in and you've got to find your domain name. Okay, that's the name of your blog and pick a hosting. Okay, now if you go into the blogging groups, there's going to be a ton of discussion about hosting. Okay, there just is. Everybody has their favorites. People have things that they absolutely hate. It's okay. Okay, I think if you're just starting out, you can 100% use Namecheap. Okay, so you simply go into Namecheap, and here's where you need to do a little bit of research. Okay, so let's say you're going to do a blog about essential oils. Okay, so you're going to say essential oils. And here's a great tip. You could say essential oils with your first name, Connie. Okay. I wouldn't put a last name just because people don't quite know who you are. Okay. And you may not want them searching your last name and finding you. Okay. So you can see here, totally open. Okay. And I do love Namecheap. They usually have a sale on for the names, okay? If you wanted to do, like, if you're gonna do a lifestyle blog, put something with home, put something with food or travel, or if you're gonna particularly serve moms, put something with a mom word in it, okay? And why do I say that? Because it makes it a little bit more searchable, okay? So if somebody's looking for, um, stuff for mom, and you've got mom in your blog URL, then they're going to be able to do it. You can see here, like they're not searching me. Like I know that, but I do know that if they're searching for essential oils, then this is one of my keywords. Okay, so I'm looking at those keywords. I also think that you can get hosting in the beginning with Namecheap. Okay, you can do a year of hosting. I do like HostGator. That's who mine is with. Um, it's really cheap the first year, and then after that, it goes up. But I will say, if I had to compare the two as far as customer service and all of that, like HostGator, by far has been much better to deal with. And they can handle a lot of blog traffic. So I'll put both in the links below so that you can you decide for yourself which one you want to use. Okay. If you want to start with Namecheap, start with Namecheap. Just know that when you start to really get some traffic, you're gonna want to look to move that. Okay, because you want a blog that's going to be able to handle a host who is doing all the back end of that. You want them to be able to handle that. Okay. So you want to do that. And then you're going to set up your basics. Okay. Now I'm going to go over all of this in a different video because I think that it needs its own little, in that playlist, it needs its own little thing. Okay. But you need to set up your Google Analytics. Okay. That's going to tell you where your stuff is coming from, who's seeing it, how much traffic you're getting, all of those important details that help you monetize. Okay. You have to set up your Google Search Console. And you guys, I put a resource down here. Tracy Forbes has the best just how to that's super simple. Like when I got started, that was my go to. Okay. She shows you all about Google Analytics, all about Search Console. Her blog accelerator program is amazing. I also want you to go in and I want you to claim your social media channels. Okay, so you need to go in and look and see on Instagram, on Facebook, on if you're going to do Twitter, are those names taken, especially before you go purchase that blog name? Okay, because if somebody already has a page that has 500,000 or 20,000, okay, and they're super active, you really don't want that competition, okay? Could you name it something a little bit different? Yes. But what I have found is you want to have that cohesiveness across social media channels, across your blog URL. All of that needs to really be cohesive. Okay, so go grab those. Go grab your Facebook, your Instagram, do all of that. I also want you to grab it on YouTube. Okay. And let me tell you why I love YouTube. A lot of times more than social media. Okay. Are you ready? Let me ask you this question. If you're looking for shoes or you're looking for earrings, where do you go first? Noted. You may have a favorite play, you may have a favorite blogger, or you may have a favorite company on social media, and you're going to go there first. Okay. But for majority of people, if I don't really know who I'm looking for, maybe I'm looking for a fridge, maybe I'm looking for a realtor, whatever that looks like. Where do I head first? I had to Google first, right? And so I want you to grab your YouTube, okay? We're gonna be talking about this in some later videos, but you guys, one, you can monetize YouTube, okay? You can also monetize Facebook with videos, but YouTube is hands down an amazing way to monetize, okay? And to get you blog traffic. So I want you, or website traffic, whatever you want to call it. Okay, some people call it website, some people call it blog, but I want you to grab that YouTube channel. Okay, I want you to go in there and at least get the name up there. Okay, super simple. I also want you to set up your email. Okay, here's what I see goes wrong in so many websites, so many blogs. Okay, they're only after the ad revenue, those ads that pop up, those ads that are on the site. So sometimes that's the only way they're making money. And so they're putting up a billion ads, right? Irritating as heck. Um, because they're not building an email list. And then they don't have other sources of income. So I want you to look at grabbing an email. Okay. Now here's what I'm gonna tell you is there's companies out there that tell you we're 100% free. They're not. Okay. Because there's things that you want an email provider to do. You want to be able to automate some things. So if somebody gets onto your email list, then they automatically get a couple of emails that start to build that like and that trust and all that stuff. I've heard MailChimp and MailerLite both say, "Oh, we're free." Well, you're not because I can't automate anything. Sometimes too, they're pretty bulky. Okay, so I love Flowdesk. That is my go-to, and it's $19 a month. If you use the code down below, if you click on that link, it'll give it to you for $19 a month. Here's the cool part of that. It's $19 whether you have one person or you have a million people. And that's not the same with every email. Okay. If you're using something like Active Campaign, a ConvertKit, any one of those, there's some great ones out there. They all have their pluses, they all have their quirks. Okay. You just have to find the one you love. But I like the price of Flowdesk. And yeah, there's some things that I wish it did right this moment as I'm filming this. but I can work around it. Okay. And we'll dig a little bit into that later on. Okay. So set up your email. Okay. In the next video, I'm going to talk about like what are those next steps. Okay. How do you get the blog post? Where do you find what to write? Where do you find that? I have a really, really great tool. It's called Rank IQ. You guys literally, it gives you all the keywords, it gives you all the stuff, and helps you be able to rank quicker and faster, higher on Google. What does that mean? That means more people are going to see your stuff. That means thousands versus just a few. Okay, so this one's went just a little bit longer than I wanted it to. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna send you to another video. Okay, we're gonna dig a little bit into Rank IQ. We're gonna dig a little bit into SEMrush, and we're gonna talk math. Okay, how do you make money on a blog the quickest? Okay, because you'll see bloggers in Facebook groups, and they are literally, they've been doing this for years and still not making money. And I'll tell you why. There's no cohesiveness. Okay, they're blogging on whatever they want to blog on, whenever they want to blog, and they're not being intentional in blogging on the things that people are looking for and making sure that you're using the right keywords, the right words that people are searching for. Okay, so we're gonna dive a little bit into Rank IQ, SEMrush, and then in another video you'll see y'all this playlist really has everything that you need. Okay, we're gonna talk about like what themes should you use, what plugins do you need to have, all of that stuff that you may just be like, I don't know. We're gonna make it easy. I'm gonna make it super easy. Okay. Blogging is not hard. Okay. It takes consistency and it takes you knowing the numbers to get where you want to be and not relying completely on just that ad revenue. Okay. If that's your only goal, you are leaving money on the table every time. One of the things I love to do, and if you are interested in this, I would love to meet with you, is I do strategy calls. I will literally sit down, we'll talk about what you love, what you are passionate about, and then just go through and give you a great step-by-step plan of here is how to get where you want to go, how to make that money the quickest way possible. Okay, so if you want a strategy call, you can definitely check that out below, but check out the playlist. Okay, make sure you like this. That just helps me be able to share with more people. Okay, and make sure you subscribe. So anyway, make sure you do that for me. Okay, and make sure you download the freebie. Okay, because that's going to help you get the steps in order and help you like have a plan. Okay, because that's my goal for you, not to be all over the place. Okay, but I also want you making money. When you're making money, you get to help your favorite nonprofit. You get to pay off debt. You get to change your family's legacy. You get to do all of that. So making money is not bad. Okay. It's a great thing to be able to impact more people. So, anyway, I cannot wait to chat with you. Check out the playlist. Okay. Make sure you like it. Okay. See y'all in the next video.